Hi, welcome to the Shelley Studio. Today I am working on my 6th journal project. um, and I thought I would take this, it was packing material, that comes in shipments, just lightweight brown paper. This is not original technique by me. I saw somebody do it and I don't have a name. If you know who originated this idea, please put them in the comments because I'd love to give them credit. But I just saw something similar to this where they used some brown paper and probably gesso. I have some white chalk paint which I'm using to just put on there, just kind of messy, real junk journal-y type, and then just drawing a botanical image. And these are just out of my head, but of course I've seen people draw botanical images before, so I'm sure they are inspired by them. But I just go through and create a different one for each one of these pieces of paper, and I think I have 6. Oh, maybe I have 7. Because I have 6 journals that I'm gonna make journaling cards for. That's what the project is. And yeah, I just keep thinking I need more stuff to put in, but now I am finished with the insides, I think. And they're plenty full, but I do have a lot of empty pages for whoever ends up with them to create on or journal on. Yeah, so I'm excited by that. I still have the covers to make. I gotta figure that out, but I did the insides first. Is that weird? I don't know. I figured that way I'd know how big the spine needed to be. Anyway, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. It's pretty good here. It's been very warm. It did rain the other day for a second. Not enough that I didn't have to water, but we got a little bit of rain. Hopefully that helped some of the wildfires. Definitely not the wildfires in Canada, but maybe some of the ones here in Utah, which we've had our fair share of. I mean, the sky has been brown for a month, and gosh, we did a yard sale a few weeks ago, and it was raining ash on our yard sale. That was a bonus. We had furniture out there. It was all covered in ash. I was covered in ash. Yeah. And I wasn't that close to a wildfire. But yeah, I hear it's really, really bad back east, and yeah, I can sympathize. Keep your mouth and nose covered when you're out there. You don't want to end up with, I don't know, something from all that smoke. It's not good for you. So after I did it, I decided I wanted more rounded edges. So I just go through and I just take the corners off of each of those pieces. And I mean, it's paper that would have gone in the recycling anyway, so a little bit goes, it's okay. And I have these sheets of Franken paper. I have brought them out before. I had turned them kind of into masterboards. I added some images to them, some butterflies, flowers, stickers, labels, whatnot. And they've just been sitting here waiting for a project. So I decided they would be the backdrop to these botanical drawings. And yeah, it's all pretty busy. All the little pieces of paper, and this is, I call it Frankin paper, coined by Nick the Booksmith, I believe, where you glue the edges of each paper to the next piece of paper, so you don't have all the thick layers, even though some of these are thick cardstock and some are lightweight paper. So as you've been seeing, my blade won't go through all of it, so I have to pull out my scissors. I am doing these. The plan was 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. They don't all end up perfectly the same. I'm not sure why, but I'm sure I missed something along the way. Like there, you can see some are shorter, some are longer. I think some of them I did 4 and forgot the 4 1/4. But they're all going to go in different books, so nobody will ever know that they were all supposed to be the same size, right? Plus, when I cut them in half, then the second one is like, not quite. And I do have to trim an edge because these are Franken paper. Before I start cutting, I do have to trim that first edge so I have a straight edge to go off of. So, yeah. Oh yeah, and there's mushrooms. Yeah, just all kinds of things on those. They're Franken paper master boards. And I have so much more Franken paper. I had this whole collection of scraps, and one day I just decided I was going to do them, and I ended up, I don't know that I ever measured it, but at least 10 feet, not exaggerating, 10 feet by, I think I was going for page size 11 1/2. Some of it started at like 11 and some of it ended at 12. Like, it was not straight. But a long time ago, I posted a video of it all laid out in a room, flowing over things. That was fun. I did eventually cut them all down to normal sheets instead of the big roll. Had it in a roll for a really long time, but when it sits in a roll, it stays really curled. So I cut them all into more manageable sizes and put them in packets and shoved them in with my paper, and they're getting flat. So that's a good thing. So I decided it was super busy. So you've probably been watching. I have some handmade looking paper that I put as a little bit of a backdrop to block out some of the busyness. And then I have this little mesh lace. I only have a little bit of it, so they don't all get the same mesh lace. And then I stick down my little botanical drawing. And I think they turned out kind of fun. They are busy, but still fun. And that calms down the card, right? And then I add a label just to go with the... My journal was supposed to be phonology journals, and I do have a lot of stuff in there about phonology and charts and stuff that you can create. But it became really botanical, like a lot of garden and plants and stuff. I have these dragonfly stickers. They're really nice, except that the pickup backing paper that they're on is really sticky. So, I mean, they'd work on vinyl, paint, anything that the backing paper's not going to stick to. But if you stick them on paper, which I did there, but I kind of touched it all with my fingers. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. That I touched it with my fingers to kind of take down the stickiness before sticking them down. I'm hoping not to tear up the papers that I'm sticking them on. Anyway, they are I believe they were an Amazon purchase, and I am an Amazon affiliate. If I can find them, I'll link them down below in case you're interested in them. they are fun. And they're glossy, so they're a glossy sort of sticker. But you'll see probably a better view of them in the close-ups at the end. So I decided I needed to back my Franken paper. If these are going to be like journaling cards, they need a plain surface on the back. And I have this tan sketch paper, which is what I'm using to back them. It is kind of thin, so you'll notice when I flip them over to push on them that you're going to see the texture of the Franken paper through this paper, but it's okay. It's okay. This is handmade creative stuff, right? I mean, you're going to expect some imperfections. Embrace the imperfections. That's what makes it fun and unique and interesting. My opinion. And maybe it's my opinion because all of my stuff has the imperfections. It's a possibility. And I do like to use up what I already have, so I didn't want to go get something. And I really didn't want these to be too thick. I mean, the front part is quite thick on a lot of these because it's cardstock. So, yeah, I didn't want the whole thing to be too thick. I don't want to, like, gator mouth my journal. So here they are. I decided I would go with the rounded corners. Just makes them easier to go into pockets, less likely to get damaged corners. So I round all of those, and I do check them because I was using a glue stick on cardstock and stuff. I do check all the edges to make sure they're securely glued down. Anything that is loose, I glue down with my glitter glue stick. So, yeah. Anyways, just about done. That one had a little issue, so I trimmed it. I decided to ink the edges, but just lightly. I didn't want, like, most of my stuff is not inked. Well, I think it's like 50-50 in this journal. Some's inked and some's not. But I just didn't want it to be too heavy of inking, so I do that. And then these are done. I have a couple of pictures at the end so you can see what they all look like. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it inspires you to create something. If it did, give it a try. Leave me a comment. Love to hear your comments. I respond to all my comments, and they do help out my channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day.